Hi, Tain.
Hi, Norm. Today we are going to talk about retirement, housing, and making the right choice.
But before we do, we are Norm and Tina. I nearly said Tina and Norm. And we talk all things retirement. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, we would be honored if you would consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up and share with your friends if you think it's appropriate. So, Tina, what did we do to try and find the perfect house in retirement?
Well, we did a lot of research looking about all the different housing options that could be for our retirement.
We did.
We had decided that we were going to move away anyway.
And that was primarily because our house was in the countryside.
Yes.
And it was a 20-minute drive from basically anywhere.
Yeah.
And we felt that it wouldn't serve us as well in retirement that it had raising our family. So we were committed to moving.
Yes.
So what was the first thing that we took a look at, Ting?
So the first thing we looked at was the adult lifestyle bungalows. And at the time, there was a lot of them being built and they were all new. Mm-hmm. And they were very nice, weren't they, Norm?
Luxurious, yeah.
Beautiful, nice square footage.
Double garages.
Yeah. But we also, when we looked at these, we realized that there was a lot of extra hidden costs that we would have to do if we had to landscape, putting down fences, decks, anything like that. So what started off looking at a simple thing, suddenly we thought there was a lot of extra cost with it, didn't we?
There were. So we did take a look at a lot of those
Yes.
lifestyle bungalow ideas.
Yeah.
The other thing, when we discounted that, we thought about how about buying a condo? Seems like a great investment to do. Mm-hmm. So we were looking at condo houses and condo apartments. So we were working out that the average condo fee, and this is at the low end, is around 50 cents per square foot per month. So if we were looking at a 1350 square foot home, apartment or house, that would be $675 in condo fees.
It's a lot of money, isn't it, Norm?
But the kicker is you still have to pay the property tax, team.
Absolutely.
And they were averaging around $4,000 a year, so that would be around $333 a month. So we were looking at just getting into a condo. Even if we bought it outright with cash, it would still cost us $1,000 a month plus utilities.
And if you remember the other thing, Norm, that often they have a cheaper condo fee when the properties are new, and they put these up to kind of tempt you to get in, don't they?
They do.
And then suddenly they
Miraculously, in a few years' time,
the
the condo
increases.
fees have increased substantially.
So that was something we were aware about because it had happened to people that we knew.
And another friend of ours, a family member, they had been in two condos, and on both occasions, there were slightly older properties. Mm-hmm. They got hit with extraordinary fees because they had to replace the windows in one and roofs in another. And the amount of money they had in the Condominium Corporation wasn't enough to do that. No. So you are liable to unexpected fees, just in the same way that you are with regular home ownership. There's another kicker to it as well, isn't there? When you're a property owner, whether it's a condo or a home outright. And what's that, Tin?
Absolutely. That is, if you want to travel, you have to remember these Canadian winters. Because one of the things on the insurance policies are that your home must be inspected every 24 hours for the insurance to cover you, so that there's no burst pipes or anything that could be a disaster in the winter.
So any damage
Yeah.
would be limited just to 24 hours, basically, and then it wouldn't be as bad as if you're away for 2 months. And
So it's a lot, Norm, of somebody. You have to find somebody who can go in and check
do.
your home. And the more we thought about it, the more we thought that was too much to ask of somebody, wasn't it?
especially with the amount
Yeah.
of travelling we were doing in the winters to get away from Canadian winters.
So then that lent us to looking at the other renting things, didn't it?
Yeah, so rent a condo. But most that we found, and this was in the Ottawa area
Yeah.
that we were initially looking at, most of the modern condo buildings, because we were looking for a more modern building rather than an older one, they weren't built in particularly attractive places. A lot of them seemed to be on the edge of shopping malls.
I know, they weren't very glamorous, were they, the outlook on it?
And it's not particularly restful, is it? You know, you sit out on your balcony, or the one that we were looking at even had a rooftop patio, but you got cars whizzing by.
Yeah,
and
it was noisy too, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it was. So we discounted rent a condo. So then it was,
The next one was we started to look at why don't we rent an apartment? Because we thought this was going to be similar. So we started looking all around the Ottawa area for renting apartments.
we did, yeah.
And after we'd been in a few, we realized there was things like coin-operated laundry.
Tiny balconies.
Really small balconies, and a kind of lack of facilities. A lot of them didn't have gyms or pools or anything like
Outdoor
that.
parking.
Oh
and-
yeah,
and
outdoor parking.
who wants to do that in the middle of winter?
No, and when we were looking at the cost of these, they were looking around about $2,300 a month, and your utilities and that were all on top of that.
Yeah, this is going back 6 years.
Yeah, so we kind of thought, wow, we didn't seem to get a lot for your money, did we?
No. So, in the end, we moved out of Ottawa. We headed to southern Ontario, where it's slightly milder than Ottawa in the winter.
Yeah.
And we had researched, and we were on Google, and we were
Yeah.
looking at various places, and we came across this apartment building, and it just ticked all the boxes that we had. And in fact, it ticked boxes we didn't know that we.
We didn't even know we wanted,
Wanted.
did we?
So
Ooh, yeah.
we basically got the in-suite laundry, because who wants to go down to an apartment basement and do your laundry
we
down
didn't,
there?
Did we? No.
So we got in-suite laundry, we got indoor parking, we got utilities included, which is probably quite rare now.
Absolutely. It's fantastic, isn't it?
We got Tina's favourite thing,
Oh, the pool. I fell in love with the pool.
The
Always
swimming
wanted
pool.
to be in a place with a pool, and here it was.
and of course the gym,
Yeah,
and
which you use the gym, don't you?
occasionally
Yeah.
pumping iron.
Yeah, when he's feeling healthy.
So we just recommend that whatever you're looking for, make a list. Make a
Yes.
list of what you want, and be selective, because you'll be surprising how you'll go and see properties, and on the surface they look great,
Yeah.
and you just don't want to make a mistake. So make a list of those things that you need, and if the property doesn't have it, then discount it.
Yeah, and one thing too, Norm, when you said that this place ticked all the boxes, was it was substantially cheaper, wasn't it?
It was, because we
And-
came to a cheaper town.
Yeah, so we worked out that saving a lot of money each month would give us a lot more money to travel with too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so in Tina's example, the apartment that we were considering in Ottawa was
That
around
would-
2,200 plus utilities.
Yeah.
And the apartment here, when we came in 5 years ago, was about 1,350.
Yeah, was just, yeah, it was.
1,350, including utilities, including the indoor parking spot as well. Now, obviously, if you to come to this building today, it would be nearer $1,900. So things have moved up. But anyway, that's our story of trying to find retirement housing, making the right choice. Whether you buy or rent, it's up to you.
Yes.
So thanks for watching.
And we hope everybody is staying safe and
Keeping well.
until next Saturday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.